welcome to a brand new series on ET Now, featuring some of India's finest educational institutes. We begin this journey with University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, a campus based in Dehradun. Let's find out what makes UPES one of India's finest education institutes.
University of Petroleum and Energy Studies was established in the year 2003 under the UPES Act 2003 of the State Legislature of Uttarakhand. With a vision and a unique approach, UPES emerged as an innovative institution offering 79 industry-focused specialized programs in key areas such as energy, infrastructure, transportation, information technology and legal process.
College life is the most exciting part of everyone's life, and Dehradun is famous for its scenic beauty, making UPES the perfect location for students to study and prosper. Let's hear it from the students about the vibe at their campus.
The minute you look out of the campus, you see the beautiful hills, the trees, and when you look up, you see a very calming sky. I think that has helped me and all of my friends here think better, create better.
In 2017, UPES placed 91% of graduates who were eligible and opted for placements through the university. Let's find out more about UPES from their Vice Chancellor, Dipendra Kumar Jha.
Mr. Jha, welcome to India's finest educators. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
It seems that the name of the university reflects only the tip of the iceberg. UPES is much more than petroleum and energy. So tell us more about it.
Our name reflects only few of the large area that we cater to. But let me take you back to our inception. The university, this UPES, was established as a Uttarakhand State Legislative Assembly Act, and we were mandated to work or say impart education and do quality research in the area of infrastructure, oil and gas, energy, IT and allied areas. But over the year of last one decade, we in order to stay relevant and in order to update and upgrade ourselves as an institution with time, we introduced a lot of other areas, allied areas. For example, aerospace and aviation, logistics and supply chain,
Okay.
IPR and cyber laws, issues like even in design education, for example, we introduced a very niche areas, so infrastructure design, for example. So we tried to stay up to date and remain relevant.
On this note, Mr. Jha, we would like to bring in some reactions from the students we interacted at the university. Take a look.
I have never heard any of my teachers say that don't go ahead with this idea or this is not a good idea. They always encourage us to take any of our craziest ideas forward, because that is what our design is about. They give us the freedom and creativity to bring something, to conceptualize something that no one has thought of.
Yes, the university definitely supports with inter-college competitions. Like last year, I went for a national level B-plan competition. We have an entrepreneurship cell here. So the faculties and the teammates, they help me a lot to making the plan more presentable. It is on giving training and employment to the differently able people. So I was one of the winners in the competition in this, and they even help you with the funding of it, like the expenses which we have in that.
So as far as industry partnership is concerned, we at UPS, we are collaborated with IBM and Xebia.
So Xebia and UPS collaboration goes back to 2013, 2014, when we were hiring quite a lot of computer science graduates for our internship program. And we realized that this whole, the quality of students and everything was pretty interesting. Then our relationship further grew as we started even hiring some of the students who we felt were doing very well in our internship, and also as part of our new graduate hiring.
UPES has garnered popularity in the student community because of their world-class teaching. Let's take a sneak peek into the lives of the student community on campus.
comes to the campus hostel in the college, I was there in campus hostel for the first 2 years of my college life, and I can tell you with confidence that the campus hostel offers a very vibrant kind of a lifestyle. And there are sprawling lawns, there are sports facilities, there is badminton, there are common rooms where there is a table tennis court as well. And there are a lot of lodging options wherein juniors and seniors stay with each other. And that is the kind of healthy exchange that promotes you to be a part of the bigger culture of the college.
With a vision to be an institution of global standing for developing professionally competent talent contributing to nation building, we get up close and personal with the man behind this vision, Sharad Mehra, Chairman, Hydrocarbon Education and Research Society.
Sharad, when it comes to choosing a university for higher education, students and parents, they tend to focus more on placements. Is that the good enough parameter?
Look, it's an important parameter, but I don't think so that should be the only parameter. When you are choosing a university, you should look at two things. The experience that you're going to be going through in that university in the number of years that you are there, and the outcome. So it's very important that the quality of academics, industry, collaboration, research, infrastructure also become an important frame of reference for you. Placements, I think, is something that I personally feel that the world of education should move away from and talk about employability, which is something at UPS we believe in. Now, what is employability? So it's placement, your first job, but also the skills that you need to sustain that career throughout your life. So if we start to move the focus away from placement to employability, it's a new conversation that we are having. So we are not only creating the job seekers, but we are also creating those who can create job for others as well. So it's about entrepreneurship, it's about the skills that you need to be employable throughout your life. So I think that's one of the important parameters that the world of education and the parents and students start to talk about a little more than what it is.
The career services team of UPS has been taking a lot of initiatives and bringing a lot of companies since the last 2-3 years. So usually what happens in every university is what we're aware of is that we have core companies and then we have IT companies. But this time around, we have seen that consulting or consultancy firms have also come and been a part of the placement drive. And when it comes to the support from the university, there are a lot of soft skill programs and there are a lot of different activities that challenge you and train you to be a part of any organization when you pass out eventually after 4 years.
We have like quite good branded student chapters, including Computer Society of India, ACM, IEEE, and we have Cloud Security Alliance, etc.
Well, to be very honest, they have shaped me into a man I am today. They are brilliant, they are full of knowledge, full of industry exposure, and they are from some of the finest institutes of this nation.
And Sharad, what are the new teaching techniques that have been adopted or introduced at UPES? Take us through some of them.
See, pedagogy is a continuously evolving process. So there are multiple innovations in teaching and learning over the last few years. A couple I want to talk about. One is the introduction of technology. So we have these hybrid blended online courses where students actually have an ability to learn online at their own pace and at their own time. And what we are working towards in the future is that 20% of all our learning should be this mode. And that's something which is very exciting, because what we also find with the millennials that they are quite excited with the use of technology in the classroom. So I think that's one innovation that we really feel is important. The other is the live industry projects that the students undertake as part of their curriculum, which gives them an opportunity to work on something real and something that they can relate to a lot more than an abstract theory in the classroom. So I think learning by doing, technology are some of the innovations that we feel particularly proud of.
Soft skill programs are very, very important. We have personality enhancement program when we just come to college, like in the initial days of college. It is very important because through the personality enhancement program, you get to connect with the students of the same class who are very new to you. You get to understand how to work in a team. You start learning a bit about the management already. You get to learn about the leadership skills as well. You get to connect with the students and as well as the faculties.
Soft skill programs. Ma'am, we as a college try to hold a lot of societies a lot of skill set programs for the students, which basically include the debating culture in the societies, the moot court culture in the societies. Then we have associations like the Literary Association, specifically provided to all those specific domains.
UPS starts working on you right from day one. Like they help us with our personality development classes itself in the beginning of the the 4-year tenure at UPS, and also before your placements. And I think to sell yourself as a very good engineer, you have to have strong basics. So the teachers really work very, very well with us from day one till day end.
Moving on, UPES is perhaps the only university, or amongst the very few universities in India, that sends, its professors for internships. What is the objective behind this initiative, and how does it help your students?
So we call this intervention Abhigyat. Okay. It's a very interesting idea to send actually the faculty back to the industry for a formal internship. And the way it helps the faculty, I think, first is that they stay tuned with what's the reality, what's happening in the world of today. It makes them stay relevant and also understand the challenges of the industry better. Now what happens is that once they come back, then all of this actually flows into either our curriculum or the pedagogy, which directly impacts the students. And I've seen faculty who have gone through this process and actually come back a different faculty. And we've had feedback from the students who also feel that suddenly the classes are more interesting, more engaging, they're more real life examples, and that they, in some ways makes them feel that what they are learning is a lot more relevant than what it was before.
On this note, Sharad, we would like to show you what the faculty really thinks about these internships. Take a look.
I have been to NICE, National Institute of Solar Energy at Delhi, under the project Abhigyat. Definitely it has a huge impact on me, since I had a hand-on experience on the latest state-of-art technologies in the most prominent field of engineering, that is solar energy.
First of all, a support system is divided into two parts, there's academic and research. And basically, being a domain-focused university, we make sure that our academics and research is linked with the industry as well. So let's say we have industry attachment program, Abhigyat. So every year the faculty goes to industry and they work as a colleague to industry people, and then we learn with them together, and then we take those learnings from industry back to the classroom.
That's all we have time for on this episode of India's Finest Educators.